about 10 years ago, some guys challenged me how I was going to use my faith to benefit others. And I had played flag football with some friends from high school, and we kind of got together, but it kind of dwindled off. The guys didn't want to come around much anymore on Saturday, so I thought, I can make this into something. I can make a difference here. So long story short, I went out and kind of put out a general email and say, guys, hey, if you want to show up to a field, let's go play some football. And so I had the guys out there, and we had done that for a few months, and I thought, how can I turn this into ministry? So I figured, what I'm going to do? I'm going to give a message in front of all these guys. And all the guys came for this first game at 9 o'clock, and they just thought we were going to start playing. I said, no, let's all get around in a big circle. So I shared this simple message just about my testimony, my life, and what I found out afterwards is how many of the guys related to that. The broken past, the broken family, living unsaved for a majority of my life, and then ultimately realizing who Christ was and living for Him and how different I was. We started doing it every other Saturday, playing out at a middle school here in Tampa, and I realized how it was impacting the guys and really how it was impacting me. And so I thought of the CFL, and it was just a simple little acronym that I thought guys would relate to, and so I just called it the Christian Football League. And so I went to some friends of mine, got a facility here locally, and said, let's change this. Instead of just playing football and having a message afterwards, let's do something intentional. Let's get the coaches together, let's get them on board, and let me challenge them to deliver a message like I had been doing for the last 8 or 9 years, and see if they'll grow with me. So as men, as leaders, we can lead other men, and then ultimately give them a message that they can have an impact on. And we put it together in a small 6-week series, and basically had man messages, really the definition of being a man. In that first message, I told the guys that one day someone's going to ask you what it means to be a man, and you better be prepared. You're called as a man to know that answer. And obviously, it's all biblical based and God founded, but I wanted to challenge them in such a way that they'd want to learn. That every man wants to know why he was made, what his purpose is. And once you realize what the definition of being a man is, that accept responsibility, reject passivity, lead courageously, and by far the greatest of the four, expect a greater reward. I told these guys from the beginning, if I could just get you to open your Bible for the first time in I don't know how many years, if I can just get you to go to church, wherever that may be, so that you can have some kind of relationship and make a difference in your life, if we could just do that, that's a success. And I found it with the CFL and football, that the potential outreach for that adult male that's 18 and over, usually coming from a very rough background, it's a big draw. And my goal is to take it to other areas and ask them, can we use those facilities to host the CFL to see how we can impact others? And there's a lot of facilities out there that we can reach a lot of men in doing this. So my hope and prayer is that God, if it's His will, that He can use this and that we can replicate it in other areas so people can be drawn to Christ through this ministry.